Guys, it's all good if you take some risk in life and go after what you want. It's never negative when you put yourself out there, meet people, or be exposed to the environment that you are not comfortable in. And you see that once you start going in that way, and you start, putting action and just doing anything, as long as you're positive and good and upbeat. If you're going into the situation with that attitude, with that mental frame of mind, and just being relaxed in your body, and it's like letting it happen, whatever it happens. Don't be a problem starter, be a problem solver. And if you have problems in your life, how can you solve them? How can you just be like, realize that they're not that big, and it's only your mind making those problems the big as they are in your head? They're really small. They're not actually big, And if you just open your mind to the possibility that, hey, anything you put your mind to, it's really doable. And yes, it's gonna be challenges along the way. There's gonna be obstacles and whatnot, but if you're gonna take the shot, if you're gonna like play basketball, right, for example, if you never take a shot, you're never gonna improve your aim. You're never gonna improve your ability to score buckets. You're gonna be bad at it. You know what I mean? Same thing goes with every aspect of your life. If you're not taking shots, if you're not taking little risks, little steps to move you forward, to check out, hey, what other possibilities are out there for you, then there's no one else to blame but you. And this message isn't for just everybody, and like it's literally for these people, like it's literally for you guys who are, have big goals and dreams that you want to try and go for, but what's holding you back is your own lack of confidence that you need to get from failures, from mistakes. Yes, you get confidence from your mistakes or your failures. Why? Because the brain works very, very intelligently. More intelligent than we give it credit for. If you make a mistake falling off a bike, you realize, hey, there's a certain pattern I gotta move. If you're afraid of talking to people, if you're afraid of opening your mouth and saying hello, or just giving somebody a compliment, it's literally simple as just, hey, you have such a great shirt, I love it, just say that, just genuinely say that, and if they like it, they'll come back and say, hey, thanks, man, I appreciate that. You make their day, they might appreciate you for that. And then they'll, keep. And then the thing is, from that, you just say, I'm just having a good time. Like, nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh yeah, where you come from? Like, what brought you here? Like, simple questions just come if you're just in that open state of mind. Like, hey, people are genuinely pretty cool, and people can be cool. Even a lame person that you think is lame is just your idea of lame. For them, that's their reality, that's their universe. Like, I'm in my universe, I'm in my world, and in my world I think I'm the best. If you tell yourself that, in my world I'm the best, that's all that matters. If you tell yourself, I'm healthy, wealthy, I'm wise, you tell yourself these things, you tell yourself positive things about yourself, then they have no other option to become true. Even if they don't feel like it, if you're just tell yourself, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I am confident, and you tell yourself these things on a regular basis. I'm not saying, do them once a morning, once at night. I'm telling you, every time you can remember to remind yourself of these things, remind yourself of these things. Because the world is a very distracting source of place. The world is very how you say, distracting, right? It wants to take you away from who you are. These phones, these technologies, these social medias, they're actually designed to take your energy and your attention away from what truly is the most powerful thing in the universe, the human brain. And it's also a growing thing, you know. Your mind is growing into the thoughts and patterns and beliefs that you're feeding it. So if you're feeding yourself these negative beliefs and patterns, guess what you're going to attract? Guess what you're going to become? You're going to become these things. And the most beautiful thing about this is you can unwire it. You can unwire it from just simply, you know, becoming aware of your emotions. If you're, you know, being more mindful, become a source of positivity in your own life. Have some sense of peace and serenity, so you can realize like, hey, you know, I can achieve what I want, and you know, the traumas in the past, negative things that happen to you, they're just that. They're just in the memory. They're just something that you just have to feel through it and heal through it. You know, you gotta feel it to heal it. And the more you feel it to heal it, and you realize it's never that bad. If you take a third eye perspective, put yourself a mile high from where you're at and see that, you know, it's not that big a deal. You got nothing to lose if you take like certain risks, some minor risks in your life, you know. And I've been attracting a lot of great people into my life, and you know, positive people who are genuinely, you know, going after what they want, and I'm inspired by that. I'm like, wow, like, and you know, in a way, what's great is that I inspire them as in the same way, you know, because I'm realizing that if I raise my energy levels, if I raise my vibration, my source of happiness, you know, my gratitude for life, you know, it's like it'll rub off on people, you know. And any negative experiences that you happen from that, it's simply like a test for you. And if you see it as a test, if you see like, hey, this is just a moment that is gonna pass, it's testing you to see how strong you really are. Are you gonna break under pressure? You know, are you gonna break under the circumstances that people put on you, or are you gonna rise above like the phoenix from the ashes? And know that you're in control, baby. You're always in control, and life is fucking amazing. And you know, you should be grateful that you're here. And wow, look at you experiencing this. And you know, when you go to do new experiences, you are putting yourself in harm's way, and sometimes, but that harm's way, if you become strong enough to deal with it, you know, if you become strong to, you know, you lift a little bit of weights, and then guess what? You're gonna be lifting heavier weights. You're gonna be lifting bigger weights. You're gonna be lifting world-class weights. You know what I mean? And the beautiful thing about life is it goes on. It always goes on. You have a bad day, it's gonna go on. You having a great day, it's gonna go on. The great days don't last, and the bad days don't last. So keep having a steady flow of positivity in your life as much as you can. Release the negativity and release the negative thoughts and beliefs that you have, and just believe that you can do it, and know that, you know, tell yourself you are happy, you are wealthy, you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are wise, and life will award you and give you things that you need and you want, and you'll feel smarter, you'll feel happier. You know, it literally, like a placebo effect. If I give you a sugar pill, and the sugar pill is just labeled as the best Tylenol, the best painkiller ever, and you take it, you might actually you might cure your headache that night. You know what I mean? So it's literally like, it's magic. It's literally magic how the mind works. There's so many chemicals and chemistry that goes on in it. You know, you don't need drugs, you don't need alcohol, you don't need nothing in life to be, you know, at your fullest state of being. It's all in you. You know, release the negativity, and you will see how powerful and positive you actually are. In the, you know, in the eyes of the Most High, you're always the best. You're always the greatest. He made everyone the way he envisioned himself. I mean, he envisioned us to be, which is, you know, the highest of the high. You know, our brains are very powerful, you guys. Don't take it for granted, and use it for the right things, and hopefully, you know, y'all have a great positive purpose for your life, which I think a lot of people are lacking nowadays. And it's I don't want to see that. You know, I'm if I can make a difference in somebody's life, you know, that's kind of my cup of tea. I love doing that. You know, I love to give. I love to give the good energy, you know, and be positive and remind people that, you know, life is I don't want to say beautiful because that's overused, but life is very meaningful if you make it meaningful for you. You choose your meaning. You could choose a billion meanings, but choose the right meaning for you, the one that, you know, connects with you being happy, you being healthy, you being wealthy, you being wise. Those things are aligned, you will find that way. You will find the source of your true happiness. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your night and your day. Hopefully it's better, and keep looking ahead. Peace.